challenges of interdisciplinary research. So how effectively interdisciplinary research frequently challenges the conventional discipline-based academic structures that I am going to explain today, because I believe that we must undertake interdisciplinary research along with other type of research also. So looking into that, I must tell you what is an interdisciplinary research. So interdisciplinary research is very much involved by two or more academic, scientific, or artistic disciplines. That may be philosophy, maybe sociology, maybe psychology, maybe management, maybe economics. Sure, it is very much applied oriented learning, because you see, when we are talking about interdisciplinary research, we must see how interdisciplinary research work, and it is somehow very focused and difficult also, but not, I told you, winners are doing the things differently. We must do something differently. So in that way, I believe that this interdisciplinary research approaches, they are going to solve the problems and perspectives of a number of different disciplines. It is not confined with a single discipline. So looking into that, there must be a common purpose. I'll be showing to you. We know very well what is disciplinary, what is multidisciplinary, what is participatory, what is interdisciplinary. Today, we are going to discuss interdisciplinary and what is transdisciplinary. Always we must remember that the knowledge comes from the conventional areas. You see, our predecessors, our forefathers, they were practicing something. Maybe out of scientific or may not be scientific, I mean to say, value. We are under research, all those things. But thing is that they were more brilliant than us. Although the terms they do not know, but they looking into the practice, they have made all those things. Because you see, why you need to changing the boundaries? Because nowadays, real world issues like climate change, healthcare, sustainability, digital transformation, go beyond the disciplinary silos, and making interdisciplinary approaches very, very essential, because the subject is not confined with a specific discipline. So nowadays, effective interdisciplinary research requires new skills, adaptability, new teamwork, and a very communication is required across the disciplines, and which are not always emphasized in academic training. So here in our conference, I got an opportunity that how we can emphasize through this training program, through this conference, that we can take up interdisciplinary research for our day-to-day life. Because researcher must try to make their research looking into the diversified theories, methods, and epistemes. So looking into that, we must believe that change is the only constant word in this world. We must change our direction, we must change our research, and we must change our mindset. Then only we can achieve the goal. So looking into that, you see multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary. In case of multidisciplinary, researchers are there. They are researcher A, he or she is working with a common problem. This is multidisciplinary. What is interdisciplinary? Interdisciplinary, more than two. I mean to say, here 3 participants are here. So they are creating a new discipline. They are creating a new subject. They are facing a new problem. So here they are not going to work. They are going to interact. So that is why communication between the researcher is very, very important in interdisciplinary research. So how interdisciplinary research helps for developing different, I mean to say, research areas. So when we are talking about research types of interdisciplinary research, it is divided into basically 2 parts. One is academically oriented interdisciplinary research. One is problem-focused interdisciplinary research. Under academically oriented interdisciplinary research, it is a long-term collaboration. You need a longer-term collaboration, and it is highly discipline focused, and it helps disciplines to evolve. I mean to say, interact between the disciplines. And when we are going to conduct interdisciplinary research through problem focused, I mean to say the problem focused interdisciplinary research, it is basically the term is shorter term collaboration is required, and it is going to create a direction to the specific real world problems. And basing on that, we could be, I mean to say, it could be interdisciplinary or transdisciplinary, but we are discussing interdisciplinary. For example, if at all we will be conducting, we will be starting our research for academically oriented research. Academically oriented interdisciplinary research always aiming of the further expertise or competence in academic discipline themselves. For example, through developments of methodology which enable a new issues to be addressed, or even new disciplines or sub-disciplines to be formed. So in that case, we are going to adopt, we are going to integrate different type of disciplines. Here, in case of behavioral economics, we are going to integrate psychology and economics to explain why people sometimes act irrationally in financial decisions. If at all, this will be our subject. So we must work out, we must reach at the end of our research with the help of interdisciplinary research. And the second is, for example, we are going to conduct research which is bioinformatics, like merges, like biology, computer sciences, statistics, to analyze the genetic data. So in that case, we are going to use different discipline. For example, we are going to study the cyberbullying. So we are going to combine the psychology, computer science, and education, and other kind of like unified subject in the framework. And in this way, if at all we are going to conduct any problem-focused interdisciplinary research, in that case, what we are going to do? We are going to see the approach of the problem from the perspective of number of different disciplines, where the contributions of various disciplines are formally integrated to give a very, I mean to say, synergistic outcome, where whole is greater than the sum of the parts. The whole is greater than the sum of the parts, I repeat. So in that case, we are going to do all those things in a very different manner. And interdisciplinary research is, we can explain in this through this graph, how interdisciplinary research plays a very important role in our day-to-day life research we are doing. You see, this bar is level of integration. This bar is level of integration. This vertical bar is like contribution. So this is the contribution towards problem solving, and this is the contribution towards the development of discipline. So if at all we are going to take two research methods, one is multidisciplinary research, one is interdisciplinary research. So interdisciplinary research level of integration is very high. And you see, it covers not only the academic disciplines or developing the contribution to the, I mean to say, disciplines. Rather, it is also very much focused. It is going to solve the practical problem. It is highly connected with the contribution of the practical solution. So interdisciplinary research deals both academic orientation is required as well as problem focused is required. And multidisciplinary research always deals with the common issues. But here you are going to create a new subject, new discipline can be created if at all you are going to operate your research with interdisciplinary research. And I'll be telling you the where motivation will be coming. It is obvious, very much obvious that how motivation will come. You see, motivation areas are there. There are many motivation areas are there. You can see the motivation trees. It is known as motivation trees. Motivation trees, the blue color is known as knowledge, and this black color is attitudes. Then it is the practice. This color is practice. Green is the practice. So looking into that, different colors are there. There are 8 parameters are there. 8 motivational areas are there. And looking into that, you see, when you are going to study any public issue in interdisciplinary like transport, environment, knowledge transfer means from laboratory to real world. And when you are going to study the research user driven, not necessarily commercial, heavily applied, in that case also you need motivation for interdisciplinary research. Looking into that, interdisciplinary research is highly important for innovation. At the end of the day, we need, say, innovation because it breaks down the silos of traditional discipline and creates opportunities for new ideas, new methods, new solutions to emerge, new subject, new, I mean to say, areas will be developed. And innovation is rarely occurs in isolation. In isolation, it cannot be done. It often happens when knowledge, skill, perspectives from different fields will intersect. So this is the highest level of motivation, and the factors, those are challenging to interdisciplinary research. I'm telling to you, you see, jargons, methodologies, and research paradigm may differ, leading to misunderstandings and hindering collaboration. Because you see, different disciplines will be working for a particular solution, and giving a particular solution, they will be interacting. So when interacting will be there, there should not be any communication gap. I mean to say, interdisciplinary research requires more time, more funding, more resources than traditional and single disciplinary research. So there are so many agencies in every nations, in every country. So we can apply on the basis of the interdisciplinary research objectives and methodologies, and we will prepare the DPR. Then only we can apply. It will be highly beneficial to the society. And we have to balance the diversified perspectives and approaches within the interdisciplinary team, that is which is very much complex, but it is also very much easy when the communication flow will be highly effective. So looking into that, you need certain skills for interdisciplinary research. You must have interdisciplinary background. I mean to say, suppose you are working as a professor or researcher in management. So you must have idea about sustainable management. You must have idea about circular economy. You must be idea about trade and export import. If at all you have some multidisciplinary ideas, I mean to say interdisciplinary background can be developed. And you have to respect for other disciplines also. So good interpersonal and team building skill is always important for developing interdisciplinary research. And you see, under interdisciplinary research, not too ambitious in their own field, because you see, since you are working in a management department, always you cannot bring the theories being drawn in management discipline. You can also evaluate the theories drawn in computer science department, in psychology department, in economics. So you must create a value for all those things. Then only you can cultivate the interest in in a very wide range manner, so that what will happen, you can start your research effectively. So looking into that, I always believe that we should always be looking for a leaders who can foster interdisciplinary connections, thus advance the specific or scientific enterprise is a part of our today's research journey. because I believe that the problem focused research, if at all we are going to conduct, the only means is interdisciplinary research. And because it involves both in short term and long term with academic collaboration, and we can address the problem of the society very effectively, very efficiently, and that will add value for the benefit of the society. So thank you very much for giving me this opportunity. I must extend my thanks to EduScare Research University for giving me this opportunity. And I must extend my thanks to the listeners, to the researcher, to the teachers, to the experts, to the keynote speakers, those have been connected through this platform. And I must extend my good wishes to all of you. Thank you very much.